So I found this series. Somebody else had mentioned it on another channel, and it was talking about $112 salad. And this came up with the whole splitting the check thing. I don't know where the splitting of the bill thing came from. I want to watch this with y'all, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Me personally, I don't do the whole splitting of the check thing. I think the splitting, if we're gonna split it evenly, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know where they do that at. Tell me where y'all do that at. Like, I feel like if you go out with your friends, especially for the small group, either you pay for what you ate or you pay the whole check and one of your friends picks up, the tip or whatever, and y'all can go back and forth doing that for a while. But if it's a big group of y'all, just if you can split the check, split the check. Like, I don't think splitting the bill is, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But whatever.
$18 salad is that big of a deal. So I made a whole group of strangers mad at me. My friend said I embarrassed her because I refused to pay $112 for my $18 salad. Let me explain what happened.
I'm gonna stop her right there though. She just said she went with a whole group of strangers. You ain't never gonna make me feel no type of way about not paying for strangers' food. Like, that's not a thing.
My friend is going through a divorce. I told her I could come. I was invited at the last minute. She said, I'm on my way there. Why don't you join us? There's room for one more. And I'm not part of this friend group. Invited me out to a steakhouse in Dallas to kind of just help her get through things. So we all go out and meet up, and this is an expensive steakhouse. And nothing was said before about splitting the bill or paying or anything. So I got there, and they'd already ordered appetizers that the table had shared. I was like, okay, that's fine. I didn't really want anything. I looked at the prices. I decided on a Caesar salad, which was $18. It's like, that's fine. I'll just do that. I didn't really want anything heavy anyway because it was late at night. And they're all ordering.
So first of all, you got a last minute invite. You go and order a salad because you probably already ate. I don't see nothing wrong with that. And if they've already started appetizers and drinks and everything and you're not there for that, I don't know why I would pay for something that I didn't have.
Ordering drinks and wine and cocktails, and they go up to the bar, and I hear them start talking about splitting the bill. About everyone just puts in, it'll be close to $100 a person, maybe $120. And I'm thinking, no, I am not doing that. And these girls, they were ordering steak. They had ordered all the appetizers before I got there. They were ordering dessert. I had my salad. So I went up to our waitress and I said, hey, are you able to split the bill? And she said, yeah, absolutely. And I said, could I pay my portion now? And she said, of course. So I paid my $18, handed her the cash tip, and that was it. When the waitress came over, they said they were ready for the bill.
Paid for salad and tipped her. I don't think anything else after this matters. If I pay for my food and I tip the waitress, nothing else even matters here. Nothing.
Just put it on one bill and everyone would split it. And this girl, who I don't know who she was, she said, okay, everyone, she figured it out. She's like, everyone owes me $112. She can just zell it to me. And nobody else batted an eye.
See, that's one thing. Okay, so here, I don't know if she mentions it or whatever, but she should have came back and said, hey, no, y'all need to refigure that up -1 because I've already paid for my stuff. So y'all need to refigure this. It's more like $120, not $112. Because or y'all can absorb my salad and give me my $18 back.
And I said, she got to me, she's like, oh, I'll give you my information. I said, oh, I already paid for my dinner. And she's like, no, we're splitting everything.
No, we're not.
And I said, no, ma'am.
I said,
I had an $18 salad. That's all I'm paying for.
And the fact that the salad is $18, I need to know, was it chicken on the salad? Was it salmon on the salad? Did it have any meat? Like, what made the salad $18? Is it full of egg and chock full of protein? Because I get it, we're at a steakhouse, but I just need to know a little bit more about this $18 salad.
It's like, that's not how this group works. And I said, well, nobody told me anything about it. And she started saying, well, we had appetizers and we had dessert. I said, wait. All I had was my salad and I already paid. And the waitress was standing there. She's like, oh yeah, she already settled up. We're good. And my friend was like, come on, just pay. It's not that big of a deal. Girl.
Go to hell. Thank you for saying the girl part for me. Girl, go to hell. I don't care about your friends. I'm paying for this $18 salad that I still need to know if it had chicken on it or not.
Oh, $112 for an $18 salad? Is that big of a deal? I don't know. Maybe it's not. What do you guys think? I would rather spend $130 on something like this that's going to bring me joy than other people's alcohol and steaks. Part 2 of how I refuse to pay $112 for an $18 salad. This one is going to be long because I'm giving you the full update. Somebody from that friend group found the TikTok and reached out to our mutual friend who reached out to me, and I'll tell you all about that. But first,
that sounds so messy already.
And these were the comments that were made. Why did I accept an invite at the last minute? Because of a really weird miscommunication. I know my friend, let's say like her name is Samantha. I know her as Sam. I received a text message from a number that I did not know about a week before that said, hey, we're all joining Samantha at this place at this time. Hope to see you there. And I didn't know the number.
I like this tea kettle in the back. I'm sorry. I have a bit of ADHD. Pay me. I'm sorry. Keep going.
I don't know Samantha, so I figured, oh, somebody sent this to the wrong number and just deleted the text. Sam calls me on her way there, and it's funny because she's actually complaining about having to go to the steakhouse because she can't afford it, and she's going to have to order the steak because she has to look like she's doing okay in this friend.
This is the same woman that you just said at the end of the last tickety talk that she said just go ahead and pay it, and she didn't even want to go. Absolutely not, ma'am. Absolutely not.
Group. And one of the reasons I'd already started to distance myself is because I know all about these friends in this friend group. They're all of her teacher friends. I know all about them because she loves to gossip, and she just gossips anything. And part of me was like, okay, if you're gossiping this much personal details about them, what are you saying about me? And that's just kind of, I was like, everything.
She's telling them girls all your business. All them girls, they know all of your business already. They was already looking at you funny when you walked through the door. That Sam is not your friend. Those are not her friends. This is a whole group of people who don't like each other.
Like, I'm not okay with that. She was already complaining, which makes her comment of, it's not a big deal, just pay it, even worse. Because, holy moly, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my first video. So I decide to join her since it was miscommunication and I have not seen her in a while. I was like, you know what, I'll just go and see how it is. I get there, I sit at the very end of the table, nobody talks to me. Not a single one of those women talk to me. There's a person to my right and somebody sitting on the edge.
It's so funny to me when grown women talk about being mean girls, because how is that not left in high school, in college? Like, how are y'all still mean girls in your 30s, in your 40s, in your late 20s? Why are you ever a mean girl? Like, if I'm at dinner, just listen, you can just like make up stuff. You don't even gotta like just have conversation. It's weird when you just like try to talk around somebody.
Edge of the table, they talk to each other. Now I did try to talk, I did try to, inject myself into their conversation, but it just wasn't anything. So I had my salad. It was a $15 Caesar salad. It did have chicken on it.
It had chicken. Makes more. I'm more okay with it being $18 now that I know it had chicken on it. Yes.
And the only reason I did that is because by the time I got there and ordered, it was 8 o'clock when my food was given to me. I'd already had dinner. I didn't want a giant steak.
So you just went for the camaraderie that you didn't
get. I could have afforded it. I just didn't want to eat a giant steak at 8 o'clock at night. Here's what happened after the whole thing. She calls me yesterday. And I knew as soon as I saw her number come up, she was not calling to wish me happy Mother's Day. So I answered it. And I'm talking to
She called you on Mother's Day with some bull? Okay.
Her. And she's like, so my friend, she says her friend's name, I couldn't even tell you which one it was, saw your TikTok. And she's really upset that you outed her to the entire world. And I was like, first of all, I don't know her name. I don't even know who she is. I didn't say.
A hit dog will holler, okay? A hit dog will holler, because she ain't saying nobody names in that first TikTok we watched. So like, no one knows it's you but you and that group that you went with.
A single name. She's like, yeah, but you said the restaurant we went to. I said,
I don't even think she said the restaurant's name.
Guess what? There's 2, if not 3 of them in the entire Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I didn't say which one we went to. She's like, well, she just feels like you really called her out. And she feels bad that we invited you knowing that you couldn't afford it. I was like, no. I said, first of all, what I can and cannot afford is nobody's business. I said,
you already said your friend gossip, so she done already told these people that, I don't know if you've had like fell on some hard times or whatever. Your kitchen looks nice though, so I'm not sure. But she's told these women something good for them to come to that conclusion, because that's crazy work that they think you're going to spend $100 on lettuce and chicken. Absolutely not.
And let's just be clear, you were the one complaining about not being able to afford it on the way there. I said, so I don't think you telling me it's not a big deal, just go ahead and pay it, was fair to me. Like, I can hear my voice shaking to her because I hate confrontation. And so we keep going back and forth and back and forth. And she said, I just don't know if I need that type of negativity in my life right now. At this point, I'm like, okay, I know where she's going with this. I said, you know what, that's fine. You know what, Sam, that's perfectly fine. If that's what you need right now, then that's fine. Good luck in your divorce. Good luck with the end of the school year. Good luck finding a new school to teach at next year.
Girl, you didn't have to call me to break up with me. You could have just stopped talking to me. I ain't talked. What is Mother's Day? Girl, don't call me to break up with me on Mother's Day. I don't need a friendship breakup on Mother's Day.
Good luck with all of it. And she's like, okay then, bye. And hung up. Another comment that her friend made was, well, if we had known that she could not afford $120, then we would never have invited her out. Girl, it's not about me being able to afford $120. It's the principle of everything. I don't know when this whole splitting thing happened, but it's not about that. In fact, I would rather spend $130 on something else because this was...
Now, I wholeheartedly disagree with this $130 purchase because this is ugly as hell. Because the Foxy pineapple, ma'am, this is an ugly fox. But, to each their own.
$130 from, you guys can see, I know it's backwards, but $129.99 from Home Goods. Here's a little fox and a little squirrel.
What is a Snow White? Absolutely
it's
not.
Perfect for fall. I got it now, so I'll have it for fall. It's going to go on my front porch. And I would rather spend $130 on something like this that's going to bring me joy than other people's...
I'm questioning your judgment. I'm questioning your judgment now. It's ugly.
Remember when I refused to pay $112 for an $18
Girl, yes, I do remember.
Sam got mad at me and said she couldn't be friends with me anymore. No joke. I received an invitation right here. I already opened it. The invitation's on the counter to her divorce party. This girl has not spoken to me since Mother's Day when she called me and said she didn't need added stress in my life. And I get...
Yeah, I don't know how old this is. I just found it interesting. But if we went from Mother's Day to now, this says 9 September, so she ain't talked to her in a good four months.
An invitation to me. I thought it was a wedding invitation. I was like, what in the world? No, it's a divorce party invitation. And it came with a gift registry.
Do I need to say it again? Girl, go to hell.
A gift registry.
Y'all see this back there? That what's that? That karate. I can't say it, but she got the I like these dishes. They're expensive, but I like these dishes. I only get them as gifts because I refuse to pay for them.
Let's just think about that. This girl is
wanting
everybody to replenish her entire apartment for her from her divorce. And the RSVP list is online.
Like, not go to hell because it's a bad idea. Go to hell because you don't talk to me and you're asking me for a gift. I will show up with a blank gift card. I have done this because do not invite me or do not have like a big celebration for someone that I have to be at, like at work when people want to do baby showers for people. If I don't like you or you don't like me and I know you don't like me, I'm not buying you a thoughtful gift. I'm not spending my money on you if I know you don't like me. So I have in the past allegedly given out blank gift cards so that I didn't look bad. In the big setting. I don't care. Judge me.
And I can see it's all of her teacher friends that are going to be there. And I can't help but wondering why she invited me. It's been since May. We're now at the end of September.
She wants a gift.
I had a birthday. Didn't do anything. Didn't say anything. My sister passed away. And she did not say anything. And she knew what was going on with my sister. She didn't reach out to me. Nothing at all. And then
I don't even know what to say.
An invitation with a gift registry in it for her divorce.
I want to know what's on the gift registry.
I think that right there tells you everything you need to know about where I stand with Sam.
Sam
can go to hell. I guess the question is, do we just pretend this got lost in the mail? Remember when I refused to pay $100? So my friend Sam was texting my husband. The same Sam that got mad at...
Hold on. Did you say Sam, who don't like you, who broke up with you, who invited you to her divorce party, and called or texted your husband for what? Because, ma'am, you don't like me. That means you don't like us. Okay? You don't like us. Lose both our numbers.
Me for embarrassing her in front of her friends when I refused to pay $112 for an $18 salad. The same Sam who told me she couldn't be friends with anymore because she didn't need the drama in her life. The same person who sent me an invitation to her divorce party with a gift registry after 5 months of not communicating with me, even though my sister passed away. You guys ready for this one? So, if you don't know, I went out with my friend Sam and some of her
We're
teacher
not about
friends.
to listen to this again. Where do we go?
And I just can't. It's too stressful. I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine.
Where we at? We go fast
Complete
forward.
with the registry. I have all these in the videos. Go watch them. I RSVP'd no. I didn't pretend I lost it. I RSVP'd no. About a day.
You know, that is a very responsible way of saying fuck you. I like it. I like it a lot.
Later, she calls me. I ignore it. The next day she called me again. I ignored it. Then I received a text that just said, hey. I ignored it.
Hey is for horses.
Her divorce party was Saturday night. I debated door dashing that $18 salad to her divorce party, but I was like, no,
That's my level of petty right there. That's what you should have did. You did the right thing, but I just like that you came up with that. You just thought about DoorDash and the $18 salad. I like that.
I just didn't want to be petty. Sunday,
I would have loved to be petty.
Walks in. He's like, hey, Sam's texting me to say she wants to talk to you and that she's called you a couple times and you're not answering.
Motherfucker, I know. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can curse him out. I'm not monetized, so I would assume I can. I know she been calling me, and don't come to me with don't come over here with that. Like, listen, you should just pretend and block her. Pretend you never heard of her, okay? Because you about to get in trouble.
I said, no, I'm not answering. She's called me multiple times. I was like, you know why I'm not answering? He's like, yeah, I know, but now she's texting me.
So why are you talking to me if you know?
So I called her. Part 2 will be up soon. So my friends, this is part 2 of Sam texting my husband.
Yeah, don't text my husband again.
And she said, I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm really disappointed that you did not show up to my divorce party.
We ain't friends.
Okay, well, I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm disappointed that you chose fake friends instead of me. And I'm disappointed that you didn't reach out to me when Shayna passed away.
Block her.
And she said, okay, well, I had a lot going on. I said, okay.
You had a lot going on. You were leaving your husband. My sister died. I win, bitch.
Okay, and I do too. You know nothing about what's going on in my life now because you've not talked to me in the last 5 months. And she said, well, I was really hoping that you would show up and make a good impression to my friends. I was like, make a good
impression. Them is your friends. They not even your friends. Them is people that you associate yourself with. It has nothing to do with me. And I could care less about impressing them. As you saw at the restaurant when I went and paid my $20 for my salad and y'all sat there and spent $120 like some goofies.
Impression. She said, yeah, show up with something nice to show that you support me. I was like,
I don't.
Something nice. So you guys were absolutely right, which we knew she wanted a gift. I don't even know what to say at this point. Like I'm done.
Girl, go to hell.
I'm trying to like think of what, like, she seriously is not admitting to me. She only invited me for the gift, but she is. And this is one of those things where, you know, when you hang up and then you think of all the things you could have said. I don't like confrontation.
I'm one of them. I don't know about y'all, but listen, I be in arguments and I'm super, super petty, right? But like, once you get done with that argument, you be like, oh, I should have said, oh, I could have killed him with, oh. And then you be like, damn it, I didn't say none of that.
On the phone with her, my mind was a complete blank, just blank. Like Meg Ryan and You've Got Mail, just blank. So Sam starts telling me how they still talk about how embarrassing it was for me, how embarrassing I must be for that dinner that night. That I wasn't.
What am I embarrassed about?
So
that
Sam
I ate
thought
a
that
$20
if I showed up to a
salad?
divorce party with a nice, expensive gift, I could calm all their fears about me being embarrassed because I could afford a nice gift for her. At that point, I just said, you know what, Sam? We were friends for 15 years, and I'm sorry. Obviously, we have completely gone our ways. You know, I have a lot going on right now, and I said, and honestly, I don't mean to throw it back in your face, but I don't need the stress in my life right now. Like, you have no idea what's going on in my life. You have no idea how my sister's death has impacted me. And the fact that you only reached out because I didn't bring you a gift to your divorce party really says a lot about you. And that's no longer the type of person I want to be around. I said, I'm so sorry that you were disappointed, but I think this is it. And I hung up.
You never should have answered, but good job. But yeah, I like how you reversed that on her.
Haven't heard from her. Have not heard from her since. I think I did okay. I think there's a ton of things I could have said, like after I hung up, like, oh, I should have said this and this and this, but I think for now it's done. 15 years gone because of a steakhouse salad. It's mind-boggling that that happened.
She was never your friend.
Live and learn, and like you all said, obviously I need new friends. So
yes.
Cheers to searching for new friends in your 40s.
What's next?
This is part 2. I received my first Hey Girl message today, and of course it had to do with the $112 salad. If you're new here, 6 months ago, we're
gonna fast forward to 1:30. She said,
posting about needs to. Tammy, friends.
1:30.
Hey Tammy, just saying this because someone needs to. You're still posting about that dinner, and honestly, it's getting hard to watch. Everyone saw what happened. You couldn't.
Well, first of all, if I'm still posting about the dinner, that means you still watching my post, but you don't like me. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you. Thank you for the view. Thank you for sharing it. I'm sure you sent it to other people and had them watch it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Cover the $112, and now you've turned it into this whole saga to distract from that. And you pretending to choose not to go to Sam's party, girl, everyone knows you skipped it because you couldn't afford a gift. Just admit it. The whole act makes it worse. And we all see your little TikToks in your little kitchen. You don't work, so of course money is tight. Watching you try to be an influencer is honestly painful, and calling yourself an influencer with 77,000, be serious. That's nothing. It's not like you have hundreds of thousands of followers. Also,
girl, if I got 4 followers, you still found my video. You still felt necessary to respond to it. You still took your time to write me an email, ho. Go to hell.
you don't get how hard Sam's divorce has been on her. It's not going how she thought. And with the holidays coming up, she's actually really depressed. I'm saying this before you embarrass yourself more because people
Sam broke up with me, heifer. Like, and y'all supposed to be there. Y'all her friends. Be there for her. Duh.
are talking, and it's getting sad to watch a grown woman act like this. And I know you're watching this, so I want to respond to this with love and clarity because obviously you
take
can
the love
tell
part out.
that the whole purpose of this letter is come from a place of anger or unhappiness. And so let's address that. So first of all, I am a stay-at-home mom. I am in my little kitchen, in my little house, and I love that. I try to show my life here on TikTok by helping other women create beautiful spaces that are non-toxic and family-oriented, a loving environment and a clean environment for their families.
I love that for her. I just hate that she's explaining that to someone who can't hear her anyway. Like, I'm sure the people that follow her page, and 77,000 is a great number. Like, I have like 4 of y'all following me. Two. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let anybody like listen, just think about it. Like, somebody put it to me like this one time, or she didn't put it to me. She said this on the internet. She was like, if only 17 people saw your video, that's fine. Because imagine 17 people jumping you. That's a lot of people. So I am happy for whatever view, whatever like, whatever hate, whatever I get. Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, you do stuff because you want to do it. So she's a stay-at-home mom because she wants to be a stay-at-home mom. She went to that dinner because she wanted to support her friend. It didn't go the way she thought it should. She posts her content because she wants to post her content, whether anybody sees it or not. Just like whether anybody sees this video or not. I wanted to do this, so I did it. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I just don't stay consistent at it. Like, do what makes you happy. And because Sam's friend is clearly unhappy.
Show meals that everyone can cook regardless of your income. I never pretended that I was an influencer, and just a little bit of correction there. I said I was a content creator, not an influencer. There is a difference. Let me just inform you real quick. So an influencer is someone that shows you their entire life, like waking their kids up to go to school in the morning, their entire daily routines, their cleaning routine, absolutely everything. You know everything about their life.
I don't know if this is her just explaining like the rest of it. Is something else in here?
And if my joy and my love that I pour into my home and my family, what I do share on social
media, I just hate that she has
you.
to sit and explain herself. I don't know what else is in this series. Let's see what else is.
I got invited to a divorce party that came with the registry, and the twist
Do
is
we get to
this
see the
person stopped
registry?
speaking to me on Mother's Day. We are on October 1st
Last
right now. I
video.
received the invitation last week. She said she didn't need me in her life because
She,
I caused
I
stress with her
love
group
this
of friends because
pumpkin
I refused to pay
baker's, what is it called? It's
$112
not a baker's
for
dish.
a salad that I had.
What's this thing called? It's not a baker's dish. It's a, I don't know. You can do meat in it. You can, I don't know. I love them though.
That was $18. They wanted to split the bill. I didn't want to pay that much. I have all that on there, but you guys are nosy. You want to know what's on the gift registry, and honestly, so would I. So she had two. One was for Target, nothing but gift cards, nothing from there. The other one was an Amazon registry, and I'm going to show you guys the screenshots of what she asked for. Now, a little bit of backstory. She has been in her own apartment for well over a year now, and she has everything she needs. She got most everything because it was hers. So she moved into a new apartment. She has everything. So this is just extra stuff that she wants. So let me show you what's on it.
She got, listen, I told you that it's a cast iron brazier. That's $425. That's, she's broke, but that's what, she had two of these on her stove in one of these videos. Why do you need an espresso maker? Girl, what? Go to hell. This is not, no. These are ugly. If we're 40, why does everything does not need to be pink in your apartment? No offense, but the older you get, you'll understand. Why? Yeah, why are we all pink? Yeah, and we got another one, a cast iron. These are so cute. Like I love the cast iron thingies. I still don't know the real name I'm looking for. You don't. Why is everything pink? How old she? Y'all are no. This is pissing me off. This is not that bad, but some of this stuff is just ridiculous. I'm not buying you a robot. Are you stupid? You gotta be 700. You think I'm somebody who bought it? Did somebody buy it? I need to know if somebody bought it.
I got invited to a divorce party that came with.
So my conclusion here is your friend turned into a pick me after she decided to get divorced, and she found a group of other miserable women to be miserable with that she felt like she needs to. I hope I don't got that white shit on my mouth that people like because of my lip gloss. But anyways, that she felt like that she needs to impress, and then you, her real friend, because she was never your friend. She was slightly embarrassed that you was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that goofy stuff. I'm going to pay for my $20 salad. And if it was such a big deal, if they thought that like you couldn't afford it, and when you said, no, that's okay, I'm going to pay for my own salad, they should have been like, don't worry. You only had $20 salad. We'll just absorb that in. Because why do they think you're going to spend $100 for some food that you didn't? I don't know where y'all do this at. Is this a East Coast thing? Is this a West Coast thing? Me and my friends, we ain't never done the whole split the check down the middle thing. That's never been a thing, like ever. Unless we ordered the exact same thing, we're not splitting it down the middle. You pay for what you ordered, you pay the whole check, and someone else leaves the tip. Or y'all just don't go. Like, I don't know. Somebody else pays it. I'm not splitting it in half. But I need to know where people are actually splitting the check. I've never had this happen in my friend group or with anybody I've gone out with. And if I did, I think I would be the person that everybody's mad at. I'm typically very outspoken about everything anyway. And I'll be like, yeah, no, I'll just, as I've been saying this whole video, girl, go to hell. And I will wholeheartedly just tell you to go to hell. I'm just going to pay for what I ordered. One of my best friends will tell you to go to hell real quick, and that's where I got it from. But yeah, I just don't understand. I need y'all to tell me if y'all encountered this. Has anybody ever tried to count y'all pockets like this? Like, let me know. And I know this video probably wasn't done correctly, and I don't care because it's gonna be a growing process, a learning process. Just stick with me. Like, I feel like I'm funny. Y'all feel like I'm funny. Don't lie. Whatever. But I'm about to end this now. But be good, be great, love yourself.